Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to part 2 of the best of Liberace from Reader's Digest. I'm playing the entire 8 LP box set for you. We've done records 1, 2, and 3 as of last night. So now we're going to move on to record 4. And this is the meat and potatoes of the set. This is the best part of the set because this starts more modern stuff, more 60s and 70s. As a matter of fact, record 4's theme is A Taste of Honey, the 60s and 70s. So we're going to get that going. If I can pull this out of the box. Oh boy, always technical difficulties. I'm going to have to pull them all out again. Here we go. Record 4. And another neat thing about this set, let me turn on the light. Yeah, it's a little dark outside. It's been raining here every day for several weeks. Another neat thing about this set is all 8 records are in these neat little slip covers. And you'll notice the clear wrap inside as extra layer protection for the record. See, it has the plastic attached to the slip cover. That's nice. All right. So let me blow on this, clear it off of any dust or debris. Do the same with my needle. I take extra special care of my vinyl. All right. So let's get it going. Record 4, side 1. A Taste of Honey, the 60s and 70s. the end of side 1 of record 4. Yeah, as you saw, I'm drinking my morning coffee. It's a little after 9 here in Baton Rouge. I'm useless without my coffee in the morning. You can tell my voice is a little sore. That's why I'm not doing karaoke shows right now. Otherwise, I would be. But I hope y'all are enjoying this. And you know, it dawned on me, I didn't say in the beginning of the show, welcome back to Michael's Weird Record Finds. So welcome back to Michael's Weird Record Finds, where we found 1981's Reader's Digest, The Best of Liberace. And now I'm going to flip it over to side 2 of record 4. Like I said before, this is the meat and potatoes of the box set. Some of the best music. Okay, one thing I have to say about vinyl that I do not like is the fact that I understand now why people want 180 gram vinyl records. Because when they're just regular and kind of still floppy and stuff, like this box set was pressed on what's called virgin vinyl. So you could take the record and pick it up and flop it. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. But you could literally wave it and it would go whoop, 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 whoop in the air. It's very thin, very frail vinyl. And what happens with rare, frail vinyl is it attracts dust and pet hair and all that kind of stuff to it, like an AC vent in a home. So that's why I'm blowing so hard on it. I'm trying to get all that crap off. And another thing I love about Liberace, as you're hearing in this music, his emotions went into the music. Like you hear him when he goes, don, don, don. That's emotions. That's, okay, this part needs righteous anger. I love that. That's one thing he has that I love. A lot of pianists I've heard do not do that. So that's special, attributed to Liberace. Alright, so let's drop the needle on side 2 of record 4 and get this going. Once again, that record was called A Taste of Honey, the 60s and 70s. Now, I want to explain, unfortunately, you heard it skip during the track Traces. I apologize. That's not anything in the record. Talking about vinyl again, one of the downsides of vinyl in today's world is static electricity. Like I was saying, these things, especially if they're virgin vinyl, if they're very flimsy, they attract dust, and we have 3 cats and a dog, so you can imagine there's hair on them sometimes. Just nothing I could control unless I got rid of the animals, but you know, fat chance of that. But that is one of the downsides of vinyl. You have to keep them clean, clear, and take care of them. I hate when I go to a record store or even a thrift store and see records that are just trashed. They're all scratched up and just horrible looking. Like, it really pisses me off. Like, you people need to take care of your shit, you know? Especially in today's world, records aren't cheap. You know? Okay, anyways, we're going to move on here to record 5. This is called The Best of... Well, I'm reading the wrong part. This one is called America's Favorite Entertainer. So it's like Broadway mixed with movies, you know. A neat little thing. But unique to this box set, once again, like I told y'all before, there's a lot of live tracks on this that have never been released on any other Liberace set. Whether it be on CD, cassette, digital, all that. They were only in this one box set. So in order to hear them, you have to get the original vinyl, cassette, or 8-track tape copies of this actual box set. But again, like I said earlier, static electricity is a downside. There was nothing wrong with that record. It just hit some static and it was strong enough to make it skip a groove. So, oh well, I'm sorry. There's no point in replaying it over one groove, you know. Alright, so let's get this going. Record 5, side 1. How do you like the dim lights? It's daylight. It's like 9:30 in the morning here, so I feel like this kind of lighting is perfect with the light outside and everything. That's what I love about my new house. I've got this big window. I've got a big window in my dining room similar to this, and it brings in so much light. During the day, we don't use any lights. It's fantastic. It saves on electricity for sure. Alright, so let's get this going. Record 5, side 1. America's Favorite Entertainer, Liberace.
It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly, I can tell. Dolly, you're still glowing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. I feel the room swaying for the band's playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So, golly gee, fellas, find her a vacant knee, fellas. Dolly, don't ever go away again. For the band's playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So take her hat, fellas, she's staying where she's at. Fellas, Dolly, don't ever go away. Promise you'll never go away. Dolly, don't ever go away again. You all know how the samba goes, you know, like this. Well, that's the way it used to go, but I discovered it's much more exciting to do the samba in double time, like this. dream the impossible dream, to be better far than you are, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to be willing to give when there's no more to give, to be willing to die so that honor and justice may live. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. I'm going to play that part again so you can all shout hey. All right? You want to do it again, don't you? How about the ladies doing it all by themselves? Let's hear that. Okay, fellas, now it's your turn. Now, this boogie woogie I've been playing for you is the kind that is known as boogie woogie 8 to the bar. Here's a little invention of my own, boogie woogie 16 to the bar.
into side 1 of record 5. Oh. You know, that's one of the things I like. Liberace was an amazing showman. I'm really sad I wasn't around in the 70s where I could have seen him live do all that stuff. I mean, I probably wouldn't have been able to afford a ticket for Vegas anyway, but he primarily performed. He had a residency in Las Vegas, and he lived in Vegas. I was fortunate enough to go to his museum before they closed it back in the 90s. But of course it's closed now. It went into bankruptcy and what have you. Unfortunately, a lot of his places did. Liberace was, I don't want to be too controversial here, but let's just say he was very flamboyant, very extravagant, and he showed off. He bought things on purpose that were extremely astronomically expensive, and then he showed it all off. So naturally, once he passed away in '86, all that stuff starts depreciating, and eventually nobody wants any of it because it's so expensive and so hard to keep up. So a lot of those things that he had, unfortunately, are kind of gone now. But, oh well. Another neat thing is, like I said, you heard him talking and singing there. That's exclusive to this box set too. All those tracks, The Impossible Dream, The Boogie Woogie. Now, of course, there are versions of those songs, other recordings, but those exact recordings are special to this box set, which is fantastic. I love it. Yes, that's my dog Ginger barking in the background. I apologize. These animals don't know how to leave me alone when I'm doing a live show, or even a show in general. Alright, so we're going to continue on here. Like I've said, records 4, 5, and 6 of this box set are the meat and potatoes, the best tracks. So we're going to do the rest of record 5, then we're going to do record 6, and then we're going to stop and do a third show for records 7 and 8, okay? So let's continue on. This is side 2 of record 5. Dust and dirt on the record. It's causing static electricity to bump the needle grooves over. Now this time, if it skips, I apologize. I'm not going to stop it. We're just going to keep it going, but hopefully I fixed it. And this will show you, this is one of the cons of records in today's world. And another issue, my turntable. When you put the needle on the beginning of the record, sometimes, I don't know why, but it skips over the little flap where it has to go over a little bit. It'll jump over that. I don't know why. But it's only sometimes. All right, and that's the end of side 2 of record 5. And I neglected to mention before playing that side has a underlying title. One of the few. Usually, side records 1, 2, 3, and 4 all had a title for both sides. Well, record 5 had a title for side 1 and a title for side 2. The title for side 2 of record 5 was Old Time Favorites. As you noticed, that was a lot of 1920s and earlier jazz ragtime style. Because, of course, in Liberace's time, he was born in 1919. So that was the music of his youth, in which most of his fans would have probably been kids in the 1920s. All right, so we're going to move on to record 6. This will be the last record I play this morning for you before we take a break and come back for a part 3 of this wonderful show, Michael's Weird Record Finds. We're listening to the Reader's Digest 1981 box set, The Best of Liberace, which, if you like what you're hearing and you want to get a copy for yourself, you can, but you have to go to eBay or Mercari. You can get the 8 LP box set like I'm playing for you here, because I have to have the best sound, the best of the best. And in this case, that's vinyl. Or if you want it on tape, you can get the 3 cassette tape version on 3 cassette tapes, or the 3 8-track tape version on 3 8-track tapes. But again, you have to buy it used, because it was only printed or pressed, whichever one you want to say, one time, and that was the year I was born, 1981. This record, okay, it's got the same title for both side 1 and side 2. It's Liberace Plays Golden Love Songs. Some of my favorites are in here. The theme from Romeo and Juliet. Laura's theme from Dr. Zhivago. Spanish Eyes. This is going to be a good one. Alrighty, so that's the end of side 1 of record 6. Damn, that was a really good bologna on sourdough with ketchup. What a great breakfast. 2 cups of coffee and a bologna on sourdough ketchup sandwich. Breakfast of champions. Okay, so we're going to continue on with the final side, side 2 of record 6. Not the final side of the box set, but the final side you're going to hear here in this show. Damn. All right. So this side's going to have some really good stuff. Falling in Love with Love, Spanish Eyes, My Man. Great songs. And you know, I meant to tell you earlier and I forgot. On record 5, side 1, I think it was, The Impossible Dream. That is my anthem. When I die, I don't really care if there's a funeral or if I'm cremated, but I'll let the family fight over that. But I want that song played. That is my song, my anthem, The Impossible Dream. Because I would have lived it. And, you know. Alright, so let's get the ball rolling. Here's side 2 of record 6. Liberace plays Golden Love Songs. side 2 of record 6. Liberace plays golden love songs. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the live stream. I'm coming up with new stuff to do for you. You know, since I just moved into my new house, my mortgage is almost $2,000 a month, so I really don't have much money to spend. So I'm going to be spending a lot more time with you guys on my YouTube channel, and I appreciate it. Alright, so I just got a request to replay a track that someone in the audience had said that the stream messed up during the playing of that track. It was on record 4, side 1, track number 4. So I'm going to replay that for you before we go. I think it's only fair. I like to adhere to all my fan requests. And actually, that's one of my favorite tracks in the whole box set. It's a medley entitled Medley. They long to be close to you, Alfie, and raindrops keep falling on my head. So let's take a listen to it one more time. So I played that again by special request. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's it for this Part 2 edition of 1981's Reader's Digest, The Best of Liberace 8 LP box set. Again, if you would like a copy of this for yourself, you're going to have to buy it used on eBay or Mercari, etc., because it was only pressed in 1981 and never again. You can get it on 3 8-track tapes, 3 cassette tapes, or 8 LP records. So thank y'all for watching, and in the next edition of Michael's Weird Record Finds, we will play the last 2 records in this box set, records 7 and 8. Y'all have a happy Memorial Day, and what a great way to start Memorial Day with that great music. Like I said, records 4, 5, and 6 of this box are the meat and potatoes. That was fantastic this morning to start off Memorial Day. And we have plans of our own in our house. I guess I could explain this to you while I'm on here. We always watch the Glenn Miller story on Memorial Day. Glenn Miller was a man that served this country. He was a famous top 40 musician, a hit maker in the 1930s and early 40s. And some of his first records came out in 1938, and from 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, even 43, he was a star. Glenn Miller was larger than life. He was Mr. Big Band. He was the Michael Jackson of that era. And he gave all that up to serve his country in World War II. And unfortunately, he died in World War II. He entertained the troops. He did all kinds of great stuff for our military. He was a major. Major Glenn Miller. And both of my grandparents served in World War II as well. My mother's father and my father's father. So we have a lot of that in our family. And I have deep invested interest in World War II. I always love learning new stuff that I didn't know before. And I'm still learning new stuff I didn't know before. I guess I always will. You never know everything all at once. So, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Thank you for watching the stream. And we will conclude the Best of Liberace from Reader's Digest in 1981 on the next show. Peace.